So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As already introduced, we introduced a man who doesn't need an introduction. So, you have been the pride of India, the pride of Bharat. How does it feel to be here?
Hello? Okay. Good evening, guys. It's not me, it's we. So we, in Olympics, we play with 18, maybe 20, and we achieved it. And you know that once you are in a senior most in a group, or once you are a leader, once you named as a captain or vice captain, then definitely you get an attraction. If you're a goal scorer, you get more attraction. If you're if you're a goalkeeper, definitely if you say it's penalty corners or penalty strokes, penalty shootouts, you're a star. Otherwise, tough. But I faced both, so I knew it. So a champion is defined by his success, definitely right. But for leaders, it's about what you are showcasing others and how you being an example for others. So, anyways, it's good to be here, and thank you very much for inviting me here.
So, sir, I'd like to ask you, you have achieved so much in your life. So now when you look yourself into the mirror, do you see the same Sreejesh who belongs to a small town? Or do you see a Padma Shri awardee? How has your conception about yourself changed over the years?
See, I'm that all village boy. I didn't change much, but my view about that game which I played is changed. The greediness of me changed or become more over the years. When I when I started my career in 2000, I I was struggling to make one or two saves. Okay, but now then I started to become more greedy about saving more balls. That's helping me to become what I am today. So the greediness, that's the things only changed over the years. But still, I believe that the culture, what I learned from my village, the people surrounded me there, the character, what I learned from there, I try to keep it within me because my life on a hockey field, it's limited. I done my career, but I'm not too old. Okay, I got more. I mean, I believe I got more life to live. So this part is over now. Maybe people may remember me for another 1 or 2 years. Then someone else will take my place. But the person who I am, I just want to remain to be the same. That's it.
And that's what is called as being authentic and true to our roots from where we have come. I'm sure the journey have been an overwhelming one. And when we embark on such journeys, we always have a guiding light in our lives. So a person or any mentor whom we look up to. Who was that for you and why?
The journey was not happy, by the way. The journey was really tough. But people only cherish those uh, happy moments or the winning moments or the best moments. And nobody wanted to showcase the other part. Um, but I'll tell you, my journey started with a train journey to my GV Raja Sports School, the first journey. Um, so I was a baby, no history of sports. I was just about to take up sports. So there were no superstars in my life. But the superstar was my dad or my mom because they were farmers. The first lesson, okay, don't judge me by this. I learned it later. Okay, they become my inspiration because the farmers never cultivate anything overnight, right? They take time. And my mom wake up those days. She used to wake up at 4 o'clock. She used to work till 10 o'clock. So she shows me. Showed me the matter of hard work. And if you ask me what she achieved a very beautiful family. Financially, nothing. So I think those two things helped me to become what I am, and they are really become my inspiration because over the night, I mean, over the night, nothing can achieve. That's the first lesson which I learned. Second, if you like something, my mom likes my family or family, and she worked hard for that. That's what I done. I didn't urge for anything. I didn't rush for anything. I waited. So with an example, I waited 21 years to get an Olympics medal. So that was a long wait. But I worked 21 years over, I mean, okay, unlimited time just to get that medal. So they were my inspiration.
Yeah, so they taught you perseverance, most important.
Yes, I mean, the modern dictionary words, that's the word.
What is the one incident that is still inside, alive within you, which you always, you just close your eyes and that's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think about your dad or mom or your parents? What's the most impactful thing?
The money which I got for my pads, goalkeeper equipments. So my dad sold our cow to give me money to buy the first goalkeeper pads. That was the responsibility. Whenever you feel it like that's not money. It was responsibility. It says, okay, I trust you. I'm giving you this money. It's an hard-earned money. It's a bread and butter for us. So I sold it. I gave you this money. It's going to be there with you every time. So whenever you feel like I'm tired, I don't want to do it, that thing pinch you. That guilty feels, no, you comes. अब सबको होता होगा ना गिल्टी फीलिंग थोड़ा बहुत अरे यार अभी क्या करूं जब कभी कभी लगता है कि यार छुट्टी ले लो या मजा करो या बाहर चले जाओ तब लगता है ना you need to when you feel it like okay you want to cheat something you want to skip the sessions that thing pinch you so I think that things always comes to me and if I think about that again now I do have energy to play for another 4 more years so I can do that.
That's the spirit, ladies and gentlemen. So, as a kid, you trained as a sprinter, and then you moved on to long jump, and then volleyball, and then, as far as I know, you enrolled yourself in a sports school in Trivandrum. That's where you met a coach, and that was the person who recognized a potential goalkeeper in you. What was that incident? Just share that story. What was that incident that made him realize that he is the future Padam Shri, the Khel Ratna Award?
Okay, you people can relax now. So I'm taking you to a kid who was 12 years old, who was fat, who was short, who doesn't have that kind of sportsman spirit, who doesn't have that kind of any mentality to chase and win. I was a kid who was new to sports, who was searching for a loophole to get into the state team. So I chose the easiest way to get into the state team. That was hockey. And why goalkeeper? Again, take up the topics. I was fat. I was short. I don't like to run. So goalkeepers never earn. That's why I became a goalkeeper. And that's it.
That brings us to the point that sometimes the things we despise are the things are our greatest strengths. And it depends upon the person how we transform a so-called weakness into greatness. And that's what you exactly did. So what if I ask you that you never met that coach? Or what if hockey wasn't a part of your life? Where would you have been right now?
So I'm a 90s era kid. So when I was in my 12th standard, the nursing was like booming like anything. My brother was a male nurse, and I would have become a male nurse, and I would have sitting somewhere in Dubai or Europe, settled down there, no worries, no tension, just chilling out.
Okay, that was an interesting answer. So, do you suggest youngsters to explore different fields before finding their calling? Because not everyone is lucky or has a privilege to explore different fields.
See, if you're privileged, just go and do it. हम लोग बफे डिनर पे होटल पे जाते हो तो वी ट्राई समथिंग राइट अरे थोड़ा थोड़ा चाहते फिर लगता है यार ये अच्छा नहीं मत लो ये अच्छा ही खा लो राइट जस्ट गो फॉर इट बट आपके पास सिर्फ दाल चावल है और ऑप्शन ही नहीं है तो उसको अच्छा से खाओ दैट्स द बेस्ट वे I always tell young kids this: do whatever you want. Try to be best in that. You can be a gatekeeper, but open the gate in the best way. If you're a chef, cook the best food. If you're a barber, cut the hair in the best way. If you're a hockey player, play the game the best way. If you're a leader, lead in the best way.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you have noticed this or not, but since the morning we are having different sessions and we are interacting with different leaders. And this is the common point which every leader who has come here has said. All of them said about the sense of duty. They told us that no matter what you do it with such commitment that you are the best in it. And see, this is the common point. No matter who comes up on the stage, they're saying the same thing. So that's really a point to note down, and I hope you all are noting this down. So what you have been mentored by various people in your lives. Do you find yourself having in your own leadership style the remnants of their leading style? Do you believe that
Yes.
they are alive in you in some way or the other, like some bit from that leader, some bit from that mentor?
Yes. See,
What are the things?
the best thing is that when you meet people, you learn something. You learn something, but you cannot apply that in the right way what you learn. You do have your own version, right? You should create your own version. It's like choosing your own food, yeah. What's good for you, you know that. What you like, you know that. And what's healthy for you, you know that. The same way. Advices are like that. In India, free का है कि नहीं? कहीं भी जो आपको advice free में मिल जाता है. But such a so which is good for you, it's up to you. What do you want? Just take it. And how do you want to apply that into your life, that is also up to you. But all the coaches whom I work with helped me to become what I am today. Because some were super supportive, some were super critic. But both are helped me to become a stronger person. So I think don't judge anybody by their profession or what they are doing. Just learn from them. Everyone can teach you something, and learn it, use it the way you want it. Don't copy paste.
A bit more your field related question. So as it is in cricket, a casual viewer focuses more on the batting, while it takes a true sports enthusiast to know the dynamics of bowling. Is it the same in hockey for a goalkeeper?
Yes.
How did you navigate through it?
Okay. I will. How many of you are? I mean, how do you know? I mean, how many of you know cooking? Cooking. Okay. So just imagine chicken curry. Okay. Sorry? Palak paneer. Or aloo matar. Or sambar. Imagine water. Okay. So, पनीर बटर मसाला में क्या ज़्यादा होता है? ग्रेवी भी होता है, पनीर भी होता है, राइट? इट्स सो ऐसे होता है गेम में गोल स्कोरर्स हॉकी फील्ड में. सो हम लोग को जब पनीर बटर मसाला या मिलता है, जब हम लोग पनीर ढूंढते हैं, वी आर जस्ट गोइंग फॉर पनीर, राइट? ग्रेवी कितना लोग खाते हैं? ज़्यादा, बहुत कम होता है, या ठीक है. बहुत कम है. तो पनीर खाते हैं हम लोग, राइट? पनीर को चूज करते हैं. दैट्स अ वे द स्कोरर्स आर. बट हम गोलकीपर्स नमक है. ज़्यादा हो गया तो भी प्रॉब्लम है, कम हो गया तो इशू है. सो दैट्स व्हाट आई सेड. इट्स वंस अ टीम विन्स बाय 1-0, सब जाके पूछेगा गोल मारा कौन है. सो यही चीज़ 1-0 हारते तो क्या पूछता है? So we always says this, goalkeepers does a thankless job, because it doesn't matter how many balls you save, people always intend to remember how many you consider. But I'm ready to accept it, that's why I'm a goalkeeper. And definitely patience. I took almost 12 years to come out from that mask. 2011 when the Indian team won first Asian Champions Trophy, I was the goalkeeper and we beat Pakistan in a shootout. So till that day, people doesn't recognize me. But after that shootout, that's a penalty shootouts, people started to recognize me. So that's how it is. And I'm ready to accept it. I don't want that limelight, but I want to be part of that butter chicken. Or, sorry, butter paneer, sorry.
You definitely did a great job in changing the conception of goalkeepers we have. Now a leadership-based question. Now this is a question which has personally troubled me as well when I am at a leadership position. Did you face any kind of situation when you were the captain of the team in which you just couldn't bring a consensus between your team members?
It always happens.
So how do you navigate through, like how do you bring all of them to the same table and make them agree on a common point?
See, we do have a common point to win the Olympic Games. But being a captain, it's my duty to understand my players, their mentality, their psychological part. Everyone is different. Somebody loves to get pampered. Arey yaar, kar lo yaar. Aise mat karo. And all are above 18, right? Okay. Okay, then I shortcut it. And कई लोगों को चाहिए MCBC. So, तो आपको देना चाहिए चीज, right? That's. But you can't misplace it. जिसको पैम्पर करना है बेटे कर लो यार, उसको जाके MCBC नहीं बोलना है. जिसको MCBC बोलना है उसको जाके वैसा नहीं करना चाहिए कि अरे बेटे ऐसा करना है. So the first quality of a leader, being a captain, it's important for me to understand my players and their qualities. Second thing is getting their attention into the topic, into the target. जब हम बात करने के टाइम दूसरे बीच में बात करेगा तो आपको कैसे लगेगा? मैं तो गाली देता हूँ टीम के अंदर, बट इधर तो दे नहीं पा रहा हूँ. जो इनडायरेक्टली पता चल गया ना, मैं आप लोगों को गाली दे रहा हूँ जो बात कर रहे हैं.
The purpose is met.
So that is how the things works. So you need to understand what is your players are. Second thing, tell them that this is our duty, not mine, not her. It's our duty to win it, because we are here with a responsibility. We are the ambassador of this game, and we are here representing our 140 billion people. So when people knows their duty, their responsibilities, why they are there, automatically they will bring their best performance on the field. Second things, it's really important when you are there are pressure. Olympics is not an easy thing. So people always feel it like, okay, Olympics, अरे यार medal क्यों नहीं जीत रहे? That's right. एक पूछते ना आप लोग तो सब टीवी देखने टाइम medal क्यों नहीं जीत रहे? So that things comes from everywhere. आप लोग तो पहले बार स्पोर्ट्स देख रहे हो, अरे कौन है, फिर भी मेडल क्यों नहीं जीत रहे भाई? जानता भी नहीं होगा कौन प्लेयर है, कौन सा प्लेयर है, कौन सा इवन खेल रहे, बट पूछता सेम होगा कि मेडल क्यों नहीं जीत रहे. सो दैट्स अ प्रेशर that comes from normal people, that comes from media, that's comes from association, that's from coaching staff, that's from selectors. So it's a pressure situation, and under pressure you need to deliver the basics, simple basics. जब वहाँ पे खड़े होने के टाइम है ना, आपको बॉल स्टॉप करना ही मुश्किल लगता है. So that's the times you need to understand your players, push them, get them into their best performance to perform the best way so that the Indian team can win a medal for our country.
Yes, exactly. That brings me to the next question. I just saw your clip of the Tokyo 2020, the phenomenal double save you did at the match. So that's brutal, you know, it's high pressure there. It's not just a game, the world's watching you, just as you said. So what was exactly going on in your mind? Because even the entire clip was just 30 seconds and the action you did, that double save, was just 2 seconds. So how is that just so fast reflex? And what was going on in your mind at that time?
Do you think I do have time to think anything else? So it comes automatically. That is why you are training. Every sessions you are training to face this. तो जैसे आर्मी में बोलते हैं ना, ज़्यादा स्वेट निकाल दो ताकि हम लोग उधर आई मीन वॉर में जाके कम खून निकाल दे. सो सेम वे वी डस. हम लोग तो ट्रेनिंग आई मीन 300 almost 300 days. I mean every day it's almost 5 to 6 hours we train. So ये चीज़ ऑटोमेटिकली आ ही जाता है. Then with your experience you manage to what it says to control that pressure and you automatically perform.
Did you see a difference in your situation handling from the point where you started and then after a rigorous training?
Yes.
You saw it?
Yes, it's happens. It happens a lot. जब uh, I'll give an example. When I started my career, I used to concede 5 goals, 6 goals, 7 goals. तो शर्म चले गया, बेशर्म हो गया. ठीक है, गोल खा खा के तो चले जाता है ना कि. Then I came to the national team. और ये ऑस्ट्रेलिया लोग तो बहुत बेकार लोग हैं यार. फर्स्ट टूर्नामेंट में इतना गोल मारा वो लोगों ने, मेरा होश ही उड़ गया था. आई मीन देन इट्स यूज्ड टू बिकम लाइक नॉर्मल. यू नो, आपको जब थप्पड़ खा खा के लगता है नहीं यार थप्पड़ से कुछ इशू नहीं पड़ता है. सो सेम वे इट्स बिकम लाइक ए नॉर्मल थिंग. देन व्हाट हैपन नेक्स्ट? देन यू फील इट गिल्टी. Then you start to challenge. Then you start to, you feel like you want to improve yourself. That's how you improve. And over the period, being through a lot of struggle situations, you learn how to manage, how to accept, how to handle these pressure situations. But now, the youngsters are more privileged. So when I started my career, I never had any opportunity to go and watch the matches, or I never used to get clips, video clips about the opposition. But now everything, one click, they get everything. So now the kids are changing. The players in my team, they think far better than me when I was in their age. Yeah, definitely. So I think over the period, situations, scenarios, the atmosphere taught me to handle the pressure in a better way.
Yeah, definitely. Because change is the only constant, and the only way to get around is getting adapted to it, and that's what evolution is. So I guess it's almost time, and we'll open the floor for questions.
So, what is your message to the boy coming from a small village of Bharat who wants to become the next R Sreejesh?
Say, sir, you're from small village or city. The passion, the dream, that's leads you, first of all. Second, the mindset up to work hard and never give up. That's the only thing. Because you need to have a passion, you need to have a dream. Because जब तक आपको पता नहीं आपको कहाँ पहुँचना है, you can't reach anywhere. So you need to set up a dream. Then you need to work hard every day. And that work hard, what I mean is like consistency. You need to work every day, just like my mom. Every day morning, 4 o'clock till night, 8, 10 o'clock, you need to work hard so that you'd reach your dream.
हेलो प्रिया श्रीजेश शाह सर तो नहीं बोलूँगा आपको भैया बोलूँगा बिकॉज आई एम ऑल्सो एन एथलीट फुटबॉल
सेम एज का है हम लोग, बोलो.
एक्चुअली आई वांट टू आस्क यू देखो आई एम ए फुटबॉल प्लेयर सो हम लोग डेली भाई सेम बोरिंग स्केड्यूल भाई सेम चीज़ भाई सेम फूड न्यूट्रिशन ले लेके कभी आपको ऐसा फील नहीं कि बोरिंग लग रहा है एंड छोड़ देते हैं बीच में यू एवर फील लाइक दिस एंड आप कभी भी एज कि कभी बैकअप रखे हो कि अगर आपका हॉकी में अगर कैरियर नहीं बनता अगर मैं कभी ओलंपिक्स में रिप्रेजेंट नहीं कर पाता तो सो आप क्या करते हैं बिकॉज मी बीइंग एन इंजीनियर एंड ऑल्सो ए फुटबॉल प्लेयर सो ये डिलेमा मेरा हमेशा चलता रहता है एंड अभी मैं थोड़ा कंफ्यूज हूँ कि क्या करना चाहिए.
सो यू आर एन इंजीनियर.
यस
फुटबॉल खेलो भाई, सर्टिफिकेट है ना आप हाथ में.
हाँ है. I am from Odisha.
Now, so the thing what I said is like once you're done with your education, you can enjoy this football because you know that हम लोग को सबको प्रॉब्लम होता है जब हमारे पास सर्टिफिकेट नहीं होता है. So you just enjoy फुटबॉल क्योंकि एंजॉय करने के लिए टाइम होता है. Then once you are done, एक एज के बाद आप फुटबॉल खेल ही नहीं पाएगा. So now is the time to enjoy your football.
Okay, thank
Yes,
you
sir.
so much. Yeah.
That was the most chill and direct answer I've ever heard. It was great.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. आप आए इस प्रोग्राम में। मेरा बस एक क्वेश्चन है। हम लीडरशिप की बात कर रहे हैं, सोल की बात कर रहे हैं। आपकी सक्सेस लाइफ में ऐसा कौन सा लीडर है जिसने आपको सपोर्ट किया? इन फेथफुल स्पोर्ट्स लीडर।
सर स्पोर्ट्स में लीडर्स नहीं होता, एग्जाम्पल होता है।
ओके।
आप इस सचिन तेंदुलकर को देख लो।
यस।
सचिन तेंदुलकर कोई एक मंच पे खड़े होकर बोले नहीं कि यार मेरे को ऐसे बैटिंग करने वैसे बैटिंग करने, उसने बैटिंग करके दिखाया आपको।
ओके।
धनराज पिल्ले हॉकी खेल के दिखाया, ध्यानचंद हॉकी खेल के दिखाया, आई.एम. विजयन फुटबॉल खेल के दिखाया, पीटी उषा 100 मीटर भाग के दिखाया। सो ऑल दिस लीडर्स दे सेट अप एन एग्जाम्पल। सो आपको वो एग्जाम्पल को देखना है, उसको फॉलो करना है।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू, थैंक यू।
गुड इवनिंग सर।
सर।
क्वेश्चन कमिंग फ्रॉम द ग्रासरूट से क्वेश्चन है। मैं हिंदी में पूछूंगी क्योंकि उन लोगों को हिंदी में जवाब चाहिए। सवाल ये है माओ का, आप जैसे दिग्गज लोगों से, मुर्गन से, कि हमारे बच्चे तंबाकू, अल्कोहल और दूसरे नशे पते पदार्थ की तरफ बहुत ही कम उम्र में जा रहे हैं। दे आर गोइंग इनटू एडिक्शन एट अ वेरी यंग एज, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. By the time they are 14, गेम इज ओवर। हम ऐसा क्या करें, या आप ऐसा क्या हमें बोलें कि हम कर सकते हैं, या वो लड़के जो लड़कियां जो अभी आपको देख रही होंगी लाइव, उनके लिए आपके पास क्या एडवाइस है? ये पूरे भारत के माओ का सवाल है। थैंक यू।
अगेन मैं तो एक 90s का किड हूँ मैम, और हम उसी उम्र में क्या करता था स्कूल ख़त्म होने के बाद, वी गो वी प्ले, बच्चों लोगों के साथ, दोस्त लोगों के साथ बाहर जाता था, खेलता था। आजकल का बच्चे लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, आते ही मोबाइल में बढ़ जाता है, और मोबाइल में क्या देखने के लिए ज़्यादा मिलता है, एंटरटेनमेंट इसी चीज़ों के होता है। सो फॉर मी बीइंग ए स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन, आई ऑलवेज सेज दैट, I mean, request for the parents, definitely put your kids into any sports. Let them enjoy it. वो लोगों को सिर्फ एक बुक वो मत बनाओ, क्योंकि पढ़ाई किसी भी उम्र में कभी भी कर सकता है। 100 साल का केरला से हूँ, 88 ईयर्स का लेडीज, आई मीन बुढ़ा लोग भी आके एग्ज़ाम लिखता है केरला में। सो यू कैन स्टडी एनी टाइम, बट बच्चों लोगों को बचपन में बुक वो मत बनाओ। लेट देम गो प्ले, टॉक टू पीपल, क्योंकि सोशल मीडिया इट्स गुड सम वेज, बट जब ओवर हो जाता है खराब हो जाता है। टीवीज कीप देम अवे फ्रॉम दैट, टाइम दे दो, एंड डेफिनेटली लेट देम गेट एडिक्टेड टू स्पोर्ट्स रादर देन एनी नशा।
This same suggestion was given even by our Prime Minister in the recent Viksit Bharat Young Leaders Dialogue. That's what I said. Leaders have everything in common.
Good evening, sir. Sir, sir, I'm Kurika from Agra, Uttar Pradesh. Thank you for your wonderful insights. Sir, I would like to know from you that in sports and games generally, there is a lot of if we win, we lose also. So in times of loss, when you do not win a game, how do you handle yourself from those times of demotivation?
Nowadays it's terminology changed, ma'am. Now it's like we win or we learn. So there is no losers. We learn things. And that is what we do every time. जब मैच खत्म होता है, we watch that match, and again we postmortem it, we debrief it, we says, okay, what went good, what went wrong, and the things were positive, we learn it. The things went wrong, we rectify it. So that's it.
The sound. Thank you.